Okay, so I thought I'd start off with something of a rather simple premise and try and see if I can get ChatGPT to give me the FNAF timeline, or see about how I would get the FNAF timeline and storyline out of ChatGPT. See if ChatGPT can come up with something where the rest of us can't. So far, just by me asking it, what do you know about Five Nights at Freddy's? It's giving me a hefty list. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, often abbreviated as FNAF, is a popular indie horror game franchise created by Scott Cawthon. First game in the series was released in August 2014. It quickly gained widespread popularity due to its unique gameplay mechanics and creepy atmosphere. Here are some key aspects of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Gameplay. The gameplay typically involves the player. Okay, blah blah blah. We don't really care about any of that. All we care about is the lore. Five Nights at Freddy's has a complex and mysterious lore that is gradually unveiled through the game, through in-game clues, mini games, and blah, blah, blah. That we can't use that. When did the FNAF timeline start? Okay. This looks promising, chat. Mr. GPT is fucking putting in work. Five Nights at Freddy's timeline can be a bit complex due to the way that the story is gradually revealed through the various games. However, the chronological order of events in the FNAF timeline is generally as follows. Fredbear's Family Diner, the earliest known location in the timeline. This is where the original animatronic characters, including Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, were introduced. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. FNAF 2. The events of FNAF 2 take place in a location with the toy animatronics, and the original game serves as both a prequel and sequel to the original. Okay, wait. Okay, so this might be a bit wrong, but this might also be a bit right, too. The events of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game occur where the player takes on the role of... Okay, so you're just giving me the gist of each game. So, ChatGPT seems to think that it goes Fredbear's Family Diner, FNAF 2, FNAF 1, FNAF 3 minigames, FNAF 3, more FNAF 3 minigames, FNAF Sister Location, and FNAF 6. Which actually isn't entirely off of what we all generally assume. Throughout the game's various mini-games and hidden details can provide additional context and details about the characters, the haunted animatronics, and the tragic events that occurred in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza establishment. Please keep in mind that interpretations of the timeline and story may vary among fans, and new developments may have occurred in the series since the last update in January 2022. There's been some updates, I hate to tell you. Who is Golden Freddy? Okay. You're doing pretty good here, ChatGPT. Lore and identity. The lore of Freddy. Blah 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 blah. I don't see Cassidy's name. Without giving away too many spoilers, Freddy is linked to the mysterious and unsettling backstory involving the missing children. Well, that's not exactly what we wanted. Who is Cassidy in FNAF? Cassidy is a character in the FNAF series, and her identity is connected to the lore of the game. Cassidy is believed to be one of the missing children whose spirits became trapped in the animatronics, adding a supernatural and eerie element to the storyline. The name Cassidy is mentioned in the FNAF books. Okay, we're doing pretty good here, ChatGPT. You're not fucking things up here. In the book, Cassidy is revealed to be one of the children who was killed by William Afton, the main antagonist, and her spirit is associated with the animatronic named Golden Freddy. Okay, so ChatGPT knows that Cassidy is Golden Freddy. Peg. Give that a... Oh. I didn't want to submit feedback. I just wanted to give it a thumbs up. That was a good answer, ChatGPT. Well, we'll just start with... We're just doing basic information for the time being, so that way we can get at least somewhat of an understanding as to what ChatGPT knows and what we've got to teach it. Puppet is associated with tragic events known as the missing children incident, where several children were lured and killed. Puppet is implied to be the first victim and the one who gives life to the other animatronics. To my knowledge, that is wrong. The missing children order now. Okay, that is interesting. Very interesting. Jeremy is another victim and his soul is connected to the animatronic of Bonnie, Susie and Chica, Fritz and Foxy, Gabriel and Freddy, which is all correct, and Charlotte and Puppet, which is also correct. But I do believe Charlotte's place is wrong. We'll have to go double check that real quick. Okay, there we go. I corrected it finally, and it seems to be okay with that. I appreciate the correction. The order you provided is indeed the correct chronological order of the missing children. The names you mentioned, Susie, but I represent the victims of the missing children. So then it gave me opacity, which went to Golden Freddy instead of... Well, what did you do with the puppet then? What did I do with the puppet then? Because that is the correct order there. Chica first, Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, Golden Freddy, and then Charlie. And that's the order that has been confirmed with the most recent Help 1 and 2. Okay, so we get Diner. The earliest location in the timeline featuring animatronics like Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. First, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location with the original animatronics, including Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. An incident where the child is bitten by an animatronic. Okay, so then, from my understanding, ChatGPT thinks that it goes William Afton's Fredbear's Family Diner by himself, and then he partners with Henry, and then the Bite of 83, and then FNAF 4 happens. The events of FNAF 4 take place, showing the nightmares and experiences of the bite victim, who become known as the Crying Child. So it also believes that FNAF 4 is inside of the mind of the Crying Child. I don't know how I feel about that one, ChatGPT, but that's up for debate. Freddy Fazbear's 2. So FNAF 2, a prequel to the first game. So we go from the Bite of 83 to the FNAF 4 to FNAF 2. Original location closing. The puppet gives life to the animatronics. Defense of the first game where the player takes... Okay. And then FNAF 3. So everything burns down. FNAF 6. Everything burns down again. Oh. Okay, we have to correct some stuff in this timeline, obviously. Happens before. Okay. Okay, so yes, it does indeed. It just needed that clarification there. So it just got that wrong, which is understandable. So after the original location and... Okay, wait, where were we? So after FNAF 3, we get sister location, and then after sister location, we get FNAF 6. After FNAF 6, we get Help Wanted, and then the books, it's completely alternate reality stories. So, okay. It's important to note that the FNAF lore is intentionally cryptic, and the community has engaged in extensive speculation and analysis to uncover the details. Additionally, new games or content may be... Okay, thank you. Not a bad start though, ChatGPT. Not a bad start. I think you're pretty damn knowledgeable about FNAF. Okay, so I've managed to stumble on a little bit of something that I don't seem to know how to correct with ChatGPT. It doesn't know anything about Help Wanted 2, Help Wanted, or Security Breach Ruin. All of this seems to me like it knows nothing, and I don't seem to know how to give it that information. So once I figure that out, we can check back, and it should then have a more complete story.